Hey guys, I'm going to bring you in real quick on this closer glimpse video to tell you my thoughts about getting really some pretty heavy flack for doing a sponsored video in the way that it happened. So you might be familiar with it. Let me explain exactly what happened. And yeah, I want to know your thoughts as well. So let's get right into it. Okay, so thanks for joining me for this. That's really important as well. So I did a video on basically a hidden feature about this. It was a smaller video, of course, and there was about a 2-minute ad in front of it, and the video was only about 5.5 minutes long. Didn't go over well. Went over as well as about a fart in a diving helmet. If you've ever heard that one before, it may have gone over worse than that. I was getting comments like, hey man, you're gonna lose me. This kind of crap keeps happening. Come on, man, are you serious? Really? Are you doing this? You're gonna lose people. A lot of those comments came in. Some good interactions though came in as well, saying, Chris, hey listen, I worry that doing this kind of thing is gonna hurt you. And that's the kind of constructive criticism that's amazing. And I've had some back and forths as well on the channel about that for that video. And one gentleman, I'm not going to name them, but at the end of it, you can look through the comments if you want to see it. He said, hey, with as much time as you're taking to interact with me here, I'm not going anywhere. The fact that you involve your children, that you keep a family-friendly focus, that you are honest with us and leave mistakes in, stuff like that. Those are kind of the cool things that I've kind of compiled from what people tell me, and really, really nice stuff. But I will say, I was losing subscribers that day. And since the inception of this channel, probably about 4.5 years ago, I started putting videos up. YouTube tells you that the channel's older than that because that's when I established the Gmail. But I've had more subscribers sign on than sign off each and every day in the past 4.5 years. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of the growth of this channel for sure. But that video, all told, as of today, has lost about 12 subscribers. And I felt like it was more than that. But yeah, that video, I could tell which videos are bringing them in and which videos are losing them. And that one lost about 12. But I want to rest assured you guys that this kind of stuff's not going to happen. I was told in my professional life, I had one of our executives tell us, Chris, I was a young man at the time, Chris, don't ever say it'll never happen again. Because it might, okay? So just tell me it'll be a long time before that kind of thing happens again. And so I took that to heart and took it with a grain of salt. So I'm going to tell you guys the same thing. It'll be a long time before something like that happens again. And I could probably, I'm just going to say it. It'll never happen again. I'll never put half of a video as an advertisement again. It just won't happen. But let me explain the rock and a hard place that I was in, and let's do that now. So what exactly was the situation that made me put a 2-minute video in front of a 3-minute segment for a total of about a 5-minute video? What the heck, Chris? Why? Well, I'll tell you why. Over the past few months, since the channel has gotten over 100,000 subscribers, I've gotten in touch and I'm kind of doing my advertisement placements with an ad agency. And they basically they have a little more strength, a little more clout, a little more muscle, if you will, to get my channel in front of bigger named companies. I'm not going to name them here because there's nothing sponsored here, but you know what I'm talking about. If you watch YouTube, you say, you've heard people say, this video is sponsored by something maybe to keep your house safe or to learn new skills, right? Or maybe to eat meals that come into your door. You get it, those type of companies. Or ones to maybe help you shave your nether region, right? Those type of brands come in, and they work with these ad agencies, and they put them in touch with content creators, and they come up with contracts. So the one for the pin nailer, the duster pin nailer video I did, that contract came in, and I said, sure. But I'm not speaking for 3 minutes. That's what they wanted. I said, we'll do 90 seconds, and we agreed to 90 seconds. And I went over it a little bit. I went about 2 minutes. And so I went ahead and did it. But at the very end of it all, I have about 5 videos right now, what I call in the tank, right? They're shot, they're edited, maybe they need a voiceover, they need to do a couple little tweaks, but they're shot and they're done. The projects are done. I had 5 I could choose from. At the very end of it, they said, hey, this is the only affiliate that you can have in the description at all. This is the only company you can represent. Well, I'm not going to do total boat like that, right? I got a pretty cool total boat video coming up where I basically converted an IKEA table. I put a piece of fabric on it and then flood coated it with a couple of resins, and you can customize any plain piece of furniture with fabric. I mean, fabric designs are insane, and you should see it. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what we've done. I've done a table, a kid's table that has Paw Patrol fabric on it, and my daughter loves it. She flipped out. It was great. And that video is coming soon. But I wasn't going to make that video and just have a sponsorship and not mention the company I was using that supported me all this time. And the same with other companies like Rockler and Starbond and these other companies that I believe in their products, and I have videos featuring them, featuring this, and they didn't even want me to. Anyway, long story short, I put it on the small video. I had the little duster video for the air compressor or the pin nailer. I had that in the tank too, and that was going to be like a closer glimpse or a quick glimpse video. Ended up putting an ad on it because of pressure, and I know, I probably just should have said, you know what, forget it. The deal's off. My audience doesn't deserve that kind of treatment. And for that, if you're still here, I apologize for that. So, not that you should be apologetic in your videos, but that was one of the things that was a learning curve for me, for sure. So I'll close this out here in a second and give you my final thoughts on this and to kind of tell you the direction the channel is going to be going in the future. So let me update you on that. So I'm actually going to give you my final thoughts just in a second, but I'm going to tell you about a video that's coming out today on the main channel. It's a mobile shop cabinet with a live edge top. You've probably seen it if you've seen it on Instagram. I've made it. It's been made for about 2 months now, but the video is finally coming out. And the reason is that I made the entire thing on a CNC early on in me having that CNC. So it's kind of like a rite of passage where I was going to make an entire unit out of nothing but digitally fabricated material. And it worked out pretty well. But I've actually developed a set of plans for it. The video looks like this. Here's the thumbnail. And I've got a set of plans for this that's using nothing but traditional woodworking techniques. Table saw, glue and brad, stuff like that. No CNC at all. And the same cabinet can be made. Quite frankly, it's probably going to be a better cabinet making it with those traditional techniques. But the set of plans has cut lists and materials list and step-by-step instructions and all that good stuff. And here's a little bit of a preview of it here. And I'm really proud of it. It looks great. And I think it's a great project to have, especially the mobility and the storage. It's one of those things that if I could, I would just batch out 4 or 5 of those things and have them up against the walls. It would be pretty incredible. That's a pretty cool setup. So, that being said, those types of videos are really what I want to do. And those types of projects are really the bread and butter of what people came to this channel for. Sliding barn door bars, farm tables that not only can be outside, but they can be donated to charity. If you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, you've seen these various furniture projects, organizational projects, and that's really what I want to do some more of. So, yeah, moving on from that, let's tell you my final thoughts. All right, so before we get started out here, I'm going to show you an outtake real quick. I was out here in a different shirt, and it just didn't work, but look what happened. Check this out. However, I did make the entire thing on the CNC. Whoa! Did y'all see that squirrel? Anyway, however, I did make the entire Seriously, I have no clue how Mark Rober filmed all these little guys. What the heck? That was a hugely delayed reaction. I'm not even sure. Am I working today? Is my brain on is it on all cylinders? Anyway, my final thoughts about this is that, I won't ever do this again. I won't put an ad that seems like I'm just clickbaiting somebody into something, and it's just not going to happen. You guys don't deserve it, and I completely understand. In the direction of this channel, well, the videos that brought people in, one, the shop. I mean, the start to finish, from ground to a finished building, it was a pretty cool process. Now, I can't make this shop again. That was a really great video. The paver patio we did, basically, it's kind of funny that my most popular videos are me basically being like the host of a show, showing you other trades at work. And I'm not sure if I love or I hate that, quite frankly. But like I've done floating barn door bars, farm tables, all that good stuff. I still get lots of views on those videos, and I'm kind of going to get back to basics here. I know that I have a CNC in there, and I know that, well, life can be challenging sometimes, for sure. Everybody has their own set of circumstances. And during the summer when my kids aren't in school, they're actually in a program now, and a lot of you might know this, but my kids are a little developmentally delayed. So they require a bit more attention than your average kids at that age. You probably can't tell in the videos, or maybe you can, and you're just so super sweet to me, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm a family man first, for sure, and everything that I do is for them and my family, and including the things that I do here. So if it was a grasp at straws to kind of get a sponsorship on something, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done it. Because true growth and true audience members that really do care and genuinely care about the content creators that they like and are inspired by, that's the bread and butter of this community, and it's amazing. And I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm gonna try to really get back to basics and make things. Yes, I'm gonna use the tools I have. I'm gonna use the CNC here or there. But I just think more relatable projects need to be flowing out of me and this channel much more so than they have been. And I really appreciate each and every one of you for sticking around, especially here. And that's really my directive, and that's where I'm going to try to go. Again, I've got about 5 videos in the tank, so I got to get those out. But in the future, I'm going to tell you, I want to put it here because it's going to help motivate me to hold myself accountable to do it. I need a new drill charging stand that not only holds all my drills and batteries and whatnot, but also all of my pneumatic tools all in one spot. And I got a pretty cool thing that's going to store everything. I think it's going to be a good one as well. Haven't started it, but I want to. Anyway, thanks again. I don't want to ramble, and I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Again, I know I say that a lot, but you know, that's what this channel's about. A little more vloggy, a little more insightful. I'm not going to edit too much. Just kind of a raw insight on what's going on. So, guys, thanks again. You guys rock. See you on the next video, and until then, hey, hope you're all right. Take care.